Good morning. We're at the Blue Hills Reservation. I'm just outside the State Police Barracks here, getting ready to begin. We'll be going up Great Blue Hill today to Eliot Tower and the Weather Observatory and back down. Should be about 3.3 miles. It's February 14th, and I'm hoping to get some good incline and descent practice before working my way back to the mountains. So it's all part of my rehab. All right, let's go. We're over here by the State Police Barracks, making our way up North Skyline. Got a map here we'll check out, and we'll hit the trail. Expecting a quiet day on the trail here. It's not many cars in the parking lot where I'm at. All right, spikes on. Let's get on the trail. This is going to be my first real incline since I completed my 48 on Boncliff. So I think at the end of the day this will be like 800 feet of elevation. But it'll be a good warm-up so I can get trained for what I have planned for the rest of this year. This is North Skyline Trail, the Great Blue Hill, 1 mile. Very glad I put on my spikes. As you can see, the trail goes pretty straight up right from the get-go, and I'm very thankful for my spikes because there's a lot of ice here, so I'm not sure how much fun this would have been if I didn't have them here. I think it might be outright dangerous. Initial views already. It looks like the clouds will be high enough to get some views. A little bit tougher to navigate in the winter. The blazes aren't apparent. A lot of them here are on the rocks that are buried in the snow. So it's real important to make sure you know where you're going, because especially in the snow you can sink in post holes and it's a real bad day. Where the trail is very packed down. No sticking whatsoever, so that's a lot better than what it was up in Lincoln Woods a couple weeks ago. Wasn't terrible there, but you sank just enough to make you have to work a little bit extra. All right, we're at the top of Hancock Hill now. Hill 1 of, I believe, 4 on our way to Great Blue Hill, which I believe that's the Weather Observatory up that way, where that tower is. So, a little ways to go. There we go. Nice walk in the woods for a little bit before we climb the next hill.
There we go. I just came down that with spikes. That's the second little descent in between the hills I've had to do like that. I'll be honest, I'm not terribly confident, even in spikes, with all this ice coming on these descents, so I'm taking it really slow. But do what we can. Like I said, it's like learning how to do all this all over again. But it's my passion, so I gotta get back out here. I gotta get back to it. Now it looks like these hills roll, going back up. There we go, still making my way between Hancock and Hemingway Hill. Rocks poking up to the snow, still very icy. I'm thinking I'm pretty close. I may be at Hemingway now. Let me take a look at my map. Yes, sir, that was Hemingway Hill there. So I'll get ready for another descent. I think I got Walcott Hill in between me now and Great Blue Hill. So. Not so bad. I'm a little bit of confidence that these spikes will hold. I know they will. Just try to be extra cautious. Don't need any injuries. Yeah, wandered in between Hemingway and Walcott. Had a real little iced over rock descent, so I decided to do a little bit of sliding. I haven't done that at all this year. I love that. Morning.
Good morning. Sorry.
Oh, no
Thank
problem.
you so much.
You're welcome. You too. My gloves off even now. I mean, it's cool out without any of that stuff, but I think I'm generating enough heat moving on the trail. Like Lincoln Woods, but just because of where it is, I think. And I know all the possibilities that you can take off of that trail, but this is definitely a more mentally engaging trail. Lincoln Woods is just flat along the river. It's pretty. This you actually have to do some rolling hills, and you're in the forest, which is pretty nice too. You have to figure out where you're going. So I think I see my path. Oh, here's our map. Let's check that out before we continue on the trail. Show you where we started and where we're going and all that fun stuff. So we started down here. We're here, right? started down the Skyline path. Now we're here. I'm going to continue to Eliot Tower, Great Blue Hill, and somewhere right here is our observation. So you can see we left here, went up here, we're at this intersection. So we're probably about halfway to the Weather Observatory and Eliot Tower. We'll just take our time, make the rest of the way up. If we are ambitious, maybe we'll even go walk around the observatory on the inside. Check that out. I haven't done that yet, so let's continue. Great Blue Hill, 0.5 miles. All right, making my way. We're almost at the top of Walcott Hill. Not that we've done a lot of climbing yet, because these just roll. They're not killer inclines like in the mountains here. They're just hills. They give you a good workout though, especially with the mix of up and down throughout the hike. Walcott Hill. All right, just me and Great Blue Hill between here and the observatory. We got a little descent here coming up. My favorite. Descents are the one things I need to really work on. Not only the snow, but especially post-injury. Descents were always a thing that bothered my knees. And I don't know if it's because my legs weren't in shape, which I'm thinking is a good bit of it, or possibly it's because my technique was off. But I had been nursing an injury. Heel spurs, lateral deviations in both feet, and plantar fasciitis in both feet that I didn't know I have through most of my 48. So I just thought that was all kind of just wear and tear and feeling beat up after climbing a mountain. So recovery was always a little bit tougher for me. It took me maybe three days plus to get back to 100% after, let me attach this, after a hike, especially if I was a long gap in between hikes. So I just figured I'm out of shape, muscle sore, I need to work back. Took a lot of impact from the granite in New Hampshire, but turned out I was just powering through injuries. So not the ideal way to do it. So I've been working out. I have been using orthotics. I've been following all of the prescribed remedies for what I have, so I can get back out here again. So like I said earlier in the video, this is just kind of one step of rehabbing, seeing where my body's at. And I do have a long hike planned for May. So hopefully we'll be able to do some simulations, but my son Matthew and I are going to be going out to El Paso, Texas, doing some national parks. And part of that trip trip is climbing Guadalupe Mountain, which is the tallest peak in Texas. It's just under 9,000 feet, so I want to be in shape for that, so I'm working hard to get back to being trail ready. Going up. There we are, Eliot Tower, dead to right in front of us. Now they've redone this completely since I've been here in the last. They had a huge renovation, so curious to see how this looks. Nice bridge there. Let's check it out. All right, do my poles here. Take my spikes off for a minute. I don't want them to get excessively dull. All right, check out Eliot Tower. Ooh. Ah, pretty clear. And out to the city. Wow, how nice is that? Eliot Tower, Great Blue Hill. A nice little spot to get out of the sun, rain, whatever kind of weather you get caught into here. Okay, relatively quiet at the tower. A couple people, not too bad. This bridge I'm on, this tower, dedicated to Charles Eliot. He's an architect. Wanted to preserve a lot of the beauty of the area. Let's make our way across to the observatory and I believe the real summit of Great Blue Hill. And then we can make our way down Skyline south. So basically make a loop, very, very short road walk, and we'll be back to the truck. And we'll start making our way back. No visit to the weather observatory today. It looks like trails are a little different right now because of the snow and the work being done. So we'll walk out to it and then head back. I'm hoping this South Skyline Trail was as well packed down as North was. Here we are. All right, so far so good. We're on South Skyline Trail. I'm gonna close our loop. Just passed a group of hikers coming up this way. Said the trails are beautiful, so that's great news. Want it nice and packed down, so don't have any problems. We're gonna get a view up ahead and make our way down off of Great Blue Hill. Alright, had a minor descent, but this is going to be our first real descent. Probably, you know, one of the biggest coming off of the hill here. So, we're just going to take it easy, get our confidence back up, making sure that nothing going to slide out from under us, because that happens a lot. And as you see, going down, especially for me, is not as easy. There's nothing here that tells me that this is going to be easy, so I will honestly crab walk. Just because half a second to lose my ego and get safely is 100 times better than slipping and getting hurt. I'm sure if I was given a trail name, that would be something along the lines of Granddad or Old Cautious or something, but hey, I'll take it. It's better than the alternative. You want to come up? You want me to come down?
Why don't you come on down?
Yeah. That's usually the path I take to. Anything I can do to get a breather when I'm on the ascent.
Nicely done.
Trails are in great
So
shape.
far, yeah.
So there's a lot of I don't know if you were planning going back on north. If you're making the loop, there's a lot of ice on that one.
Yeah,
but
I'm just gonna take a left.
yeah. There you go.
Thanks, mate. Enjoy.
You too. Enjoy your hike. Houghton Hill right there. You climb up and over this, then it'll be the descent to the road. I'm getting some peeks through the trees here. You can see the pond, duly named pond. And this is the way down. Okay, real close to the road now. This seemed a lot shorter than the way in for some reason, but that happens. Oh, look at that ice. That's beautiful. I think I'll be sliding on that. we'll walk along the road for a little bit and we'll be poking out here. I'll get rid of our spikes, stash our poles, and back to the truck. I think we had a successful outing. This is right about where we got Alexandra was a little peanut. Oh God, was she 6 or 7? 6, 7? And we came out on the road and she did such a good job hiking and was so happy the whole time. She walked out and saw that the car was parked down the road and she lost it. She didn't want to have any part of that anymore. Hiking was done. She was done. She was beat. Here we go. Here's our little road walk. Landmark is that blue porta potty. It's the parking lot we're in. All right, we're back at the truck. Success. Logged in that hike at 3.71 miles. And about 32 minutes a mile. So not too bad. Moved along. Said the weather was beautiful, the trails were in great shape. So I really enjoyed it. I'm feeling good.